It wasn't an overnight miracle. It was months of commitment, trial and error, and faith in the process. But slowly, I began to feel changes in my body. My energy returned in waves. My appetite awakened. The swelling in my legs receded. And even my lab results began to show improvement. My doctor was as shocked as I was. At 95 years old now, I'm still here, walking, eating well, enjoying life. And as incredible as it sounds, I haven't needed dialysis. I'll never forget the day my doctor told me, "You're in end-stage kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, stage 5. I was 88 years old at the time, and those words felt like the end of the road. My kidneys were barely functioning, and dialysis was looming like a storm cloud. Sitting there in the sterile white room, I kept wondering, was this how my story would end? For weeks, I wrestled with despair. My energy was gone, my appetite had vanished, and my once active life turned into endless hours of fatigue and frustration. But then something shifted. A spark deep inside reminded me that my story wasn't over, not yet. If there was a way to fight this, I was going to find it, even if it meant rewriting everything I thought I knew about health. That's when I started researching, digging through medical journals, listening to nutritionists, and speaking to people who had battled CKD. One word kept coming up like a beacon of hope: fruits. It sounded almost too simple, like a solution hiding in plain sight. But as I learned more about the phytochemicals, antioxidants, and potassium balancing properties packed into certain fruits, the idea began to take hold. I started small. Blueberries were my first step, tiny, sweet, and bursting with antioxidants. Every morning, they found their way into my oatmeal. Then, I discovered the power of cranberries, which are famous for supporting kidney health by preventing harmful bacteria from clinging to the urinary tract. They weren't just delicious, they were protective. Gradually, I added others. Apples, high in fiber and low in potassium, perfect for stabilizing blood sugar and easing the strain on my kidneys. Watermelon, a hydrating miracle that flushed toxins while keeping me refreshed. And finally, red grapes, rich in resveratrol, a compound proven to help reduce kidney inflammation. It wasn't an overnight miracle. It was months of commitment, trial and error, and faith in the process. But slowly, I began to feel changes in my body. My energy returned in waves. My appetite awakened. The swelling in my legs receded, and even my lab results began to show improvement. Then, my doctor was as shocked as I was. I discovered the power of cranberries. At 95 years old now, for supporting kidney health, walking, by preventing harmful bacteria, and as incredible as it sounds, I haven't needed dialysis. I owe so much of it to those fruits that gave my kidneys a fighting chance. I share this story for a simple reason: hope. If you or a loved one is battling CKD, know that small changes can lead to big transformations. Trust in the power of nature, in the healing potential of whole foods, and in yourself. As I sit in my garden today, picking blueberries from the bush I planted years ago, I'm proof that the journey isn't over until we say it is.